New Hampshire's on the line. Sandra's with us. Hi, Sandra. How are you?
I'm well, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I am fairly new to your program. We probably discovered you in the spring, my husband and I got the Total Money Makeover. I read it. My husband and I are completely on. Started working on our debt snowball. We're up to baby step 2. Started with about $116,000, got ourselves down to so far $100,000.
Good.
And
making progress.
Yeah, very good progress. And then September 1st, my husband got a phone call that he is out of a job.
Oh!
And I'm a stay-at-home mom. We have 4 kids. He is still employed through the end of November, and if he stays through the end of November, is paid through the end of December. But this was a completely unexpected, blindsided thing. And
what kind of debt is the $100,000?
We have a pool loan. We had just put in a pool. We have an equity loan. We have some credit card debt, and I would say that makes up the majority of it.
The credit card debt?
Oh, we also have some medical debt, and
car
we
loans?
also have. I'm sorry.
Car loans?
We have a lease, but our other vehicle is paid off.
Okay. And what does he make now?
Well, his salary is $179, not including, bonuses.
Wow. What's he do?
He is in technical sales, basically.
Okay.
Data security, hardware.
Okay. Well, obviously, it's a highly specialized, ultra-high paying position. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking he should be able to land that again.
True, and he, believe me, is turning over every stone and exhausting every connection, and even had hundreds of recruiters who have pursued him in the past. So now that we're 1 month into it, we're just trying to look ahead and say, okay, what do we do? Because even though we are confident that this is at God's direction, and we know He's our provider, and we know He has something in store, we don't know His timing.
Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push stop on everything. I'm going to pay no extra. I'm going to pay as little as I can possibly pay and see how big a pile of cash I can build.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your your umbrella, because the storm's coming.
Right.
And then, so we're not doing Total Money Makeover. We're not doing debt snowball. Or, we're going to pay minimum payments, minimum everything I can pay, put off anything I can put off, because we're going to hoard cash for a little while. The Bible says, in the house of the wise are stores of choice food and oil. You've got a storm coming, and we're going to batten down the hatches and get ready. Now, we think this is all going to work out, you and I, and I think you're right, and I especially given his situation and what he does, I think he'll land something, and likely we'll end up with a higher income as a result. It won't surprise me at all. I've heard that story many times over the years. So if that happens, then we just take that pile of cash and throw it back at the debts, and we go back at it again.
Right.
But until then, we're going to pile up every nickel we can pile up. We're not doing anything. If you had a vacation plan, cancel it. You don't need to be going out to eat. You guys need to be really, beans and rice, rice and beans, completely scorched earth lifestyle, piling up cash as high as you can pile it. Mm-hmm. And that's going to give you the ability to weather this storm and turn the corner on this without having to get into retirement plans or something else and start getting penalized and all that kind of stuff to keep your house and all that kind of junk. So you just don't want to go there. But the bigger a pile of cash you have.
We do get there.
Well, you'll just deal with it when you get there. You may have to sell some.
So the question is, what is our step? Like, let's say, God is working on something, but it doesn't come through until March. Mm-hmm. Do we go to our 401k?
Well,
we don't know how we'll pay the mortgage.
Yeah, you may have to. I hope not.
Okay. But
you may have to. And you may take some penalties and some losses there. Preferably not. And preferably he can do some other things, consulting and other things, and backfill with some income until he lands the big job, if it's till March before he lands the big job. And it might not be that it's zero income. It might just be real thin. So you just back into it that way. But let's pile up as much as we can pile up and get ready for this. And I think he's going to land something. Let me know how it turns out. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey guys, Rachel Cruz here. Hope you enjoyed that video from the Dave Ramsey Show. If you want to watch another great video, check out my video, 3 Things You Should Consider Renting, right over here, or click the link in the description below.